Hi everybody, and I am Wendy and this is Caitlin, and we are in the Twists for Sexual Health series, and this is a really well-known twist that you'll see almost in any yoga class or any yoga video, so we wanted to include it because I think it's a little bit easier than the last one we taught, but you also get a lot of deep release here, so can you teach us how to do it?
Sure. Yeah, so let's see, do we both have our left? No.
What's that? Left?
Yeah, left leg extended, right leg crosses over.
Okay.
Okay, so important for a lot of us here, people roll under with their pelvis, right? And the low back compresses. So if that's you, you'll want to sit up on a blanket or on a block, or not a block, on a blanket or a bolster. Yeah. But Wendy's looking good. We can tell because her shoulders are on top of her hips and her head is lengthened. If you feel any pain in the lower back, that's how you'll know you want to. Okay, so then we're going to cross the right leg over the left, and we're going to root down through all four corners. And then we're going to feel both sitting bones rooting down into the earth as we lift our heart. And we'll inhale to take, let's just go ahead and take the left hand to the right knee.
There you
are. Yeah, there you are. And again, that idea of rotating from the heart as we exhale. So belly button draws gently to the spine, and it's not a big gripping, it's just a gentle support. And then we rotate the heart to the right. And so it's really easy here to let the neck be a big, gigantic rotation, but just let your heart be the guide here. Flexing the left foot so that we're going to keep that left foot tractioning. And then you can take your left elbow toward the outer edge of your right knee, or you can just hold here. You can take the right hand behind the lower back onto the floor, and then the final phase of this twist is going to be sending the gaze over the right shoulder. So we're working on creating some length and some space between the ribs and the pelvis, softening the shoulders and breathing. And this is fabulous for, like I said, stimulating the internal organs, for cleansing.
And you know, it's small.
It's small.
The thing I want to say is that I feel like I'm going like as far as I can go, and it's not that far.
Yeah. But it's the full expression. So we'll go to the other side.
And I actually noticed that I was pulling a little bit in my hip flexors. And that's another thing that you might notice that would tell you that you want a little height when you're doing this, right? So I'm going to actually try the other side with a little bit more height. Yeah. So that's going to be right leg out.
So right leg extended, left leg crossed over. And before we go anywhere, we're going to think about that rooting down through the sitting bones, that lifting up through the crown of the head.
So it's actually not uncommon, and you're not doing less yoga if you have height. Right. You know?
And especially in twists. We want to go up more than twisted. Right. You're thinking about constant length. Okay. So inhale to lengthen. Exhale, belly button draws toward the spine, heart rotates.
And you're really working this pelvic floor to do that, right?
Heart rotates. Really nice. And so the hand comes behind the lower back. And we're going to have some energy out through this extended foot. And just find some softness in the face, in the gaze, in the twist. And stay with the breath. One more breath. Really nice, Wendy. I like how you're lifting your heart. It's a big piece of it.
It's actually amazing how different it is side to side. Like actually in everything we've done, I could go this way, but I couldn't go that way. And so you'll find actually in your own body, just day to day, how some days you can turn left, but you can't turn right, you know?
Well, and for you, it looks like twisting to the left is a little bit easier and you're right side dominant. So chances are you have more tension and probably a little bit more developed muscle mass on your right side, and on your left side, there's a little bit more free and easy. It has taken a less of the brunt in your daily activities.
So that's actually kind of common then, huh?
Yeah, the sidedness is really common.
So that's the seated twist, and this is kind of a nice thing to do even just watching TV. It helps with digestion, and also if you're doing it correctly and really pulling up with your pelvic floor, you know, you're constantly toning for that late night sex that you probably want to have.
There you go. So we're going to go right into our last twist, which is on the floor. And we could probably just kind of stay with this, this layout here. So let's take it all the way down onto the floor. And this is a really nice one to do to calm yourself down. Great to do before you hop in bed or first thing in the morning. And we'll draw both knees in toward the chest and just give the knees a little hug, maybe a little rock or massage on the lower back. And then let's go ahead and extend the right leg long on the floor. And we're going to talk about alignment of the hips and pelvis a little bit in detail here, because it's easy once you're lying down to kind of let it go, right, and just relax completely. But we need to keep some integrity through the low core muscles in order to protect our pelvis and our lower back. So we're going to take the right hand to the left knee, and we're going to breathe in and fill the low belly. As we exhale, draw the belly button toward the spine. We'll take the left hand out into a T position as we guide this left knee across the body. Now, a couple things you'll notice is that we want to keep length and space between the ribs and the hips, so we're not compressing or shortening the side of the waist. We're keeping length. And then another thing is that we don't want to go so far that our left shoulder comes up off the floor, or that we lose control. We're looking for kind of an aligned position where the hips are stacked on top of one another and the opposite shoulder is relaxing down. So once you're here, you can just breathe and open into the side of the body, the waist, the lungs.
And I don't have my knee all the way down to the floor.
So
like mine is actually quite a bit higher than yours.
You can use a block, and that's kind of nice.
Right, but it's better not to push. I mean, I don't want to go here because look what happens to my pose.
Yeah,
right?
We lose that integrity through the lower back. Yeah, so knee all the way down, that's a great point, Wendy, is not the necessary goal.
Right, and it's just like the other twist that we were showing actually, is that there's a stop. You know, there's a stop in your own body, even when you're like lying flat and relaxing. Yeah. And again, you know,
so we'll first start with knees, both knees in, a little massage, a little neutralizing. And spinal twists are neutralizing. They're neutralizing for the spine. So great to do at the end of a yoga practice, end of a bike ride, walk, anything. So extending the left leg this time. And then left hand guides the right knee. We're going to twist right into each other. So I'll actually get up because I don't want to go booty to the camera. Okay. So yeah, keeping that right shoulder kind of weighted down toward the floor, and you can send your gaze over the right shoulder there too. That's your full expression of a twist for the full spine.
But you see how high my knee is off of here. And if I come up here, this isn't what I want to do.
Right, then she loses it.
But this is as far as I can get.
So some people find a lot more relaxation if they put a block under the knee, and then it allows some softening through the hip muscles.
That is actually helpful. Yeah. So you can use a pillow here too. But when you're supported for as far as you can go, then you feel like you've gone enough. Yeah. But if you're just hanging out here, then you're having to hold all that, right?
Exactly. Yeah, so we want it to be
And we take, how many breaths do we take here?
Oh, 5. 5 is a good rule of thumb, but if it feels good, you can stay for a few minutes on each side. It's great.
So that's our twist for sexual health series. There's really a lot in here that applies to just about every part of your life, but certainly into getting to know how to live in this beautiful body that we were all given, and how to use it even when it's not always comfortable, and how to be our own friend when we're learning that space. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. We learn a lot about how to care for ourselves.
So twist a little.
Yeah.
And join us again. Don't forget to like us on wherever you can like us. Tell people about this video channel, and we will be back again soon with some rolling relaxation exercises that Caitlin specializes in. So we'll see you soon.
Thank you.